Sacinandana, Jai Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sacinandana,
Thank you. You can put in the table.
No, I think it's in this room. Can you get?
Amritesh Prabhu, I'm sorry.
Stuck.
Too much louder because people living.
Time?
Now it's 9 o'clock.
8:40 now.
8:40. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Yes. I sure do.
And what to do?
Put it here.
Distribute? Okay.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama.
No. This. Mataji, we need the space. Yeah. Okay. Should
This side?
no.
About her? About her you were saying something?
Yes, we need to say that she should go away because.
Oh, the other.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it?
Oh.
Can I tell you a story?
We can give a little piece of cake. Yeah.
Wow, it's so loud. Can I tell you a story?
I'm trying to find
Oh,
piece of paper.
I'd like to use that microphone. This is a little bit too boomy.
We maybe.
Can we get?
But for her, you need the one paper.
Will it is the volume
For her only.
Here's a
We have
just
only
need
2
this.
pieces. Yeah.
We need one tissue paper and any paper plate or whatever.
Yeah.
For her only.
4. Okay, what to do?
This we'll cut pieces and
Yeah.
distribute.
Anyway, I'll just bring it over here. The whole thing. I can't be bothered trying to figure it out right now. Just bring it over. Right in front of me. So you figure out how to untangle that. That's the box, yeah. Oh, finally fell off. Long time coming. Okay, cool. Thank you. So let me tell you a story, if you don't mind. 'Cause I was thinking about this the other night. I started to tell this story that when Srila Prabhupada was in San Francisco in 1968, nobody had ever heard of Jagannath. Nobody had ever seen Jagannath. If you said Jai Jagannath, nobody would know what you were talking about. So all the devotees didn't have a clue who Jagannath was. So one day, Prabhupada's disciple named Malati was in an Indian Emporium, it's called. It's an Indian-based store in San Francisco. And they had a bin where they had things they were just trying to get rid of because they couldn't sell them. It's called a discount bin in America. And she found in this bin all these little dolls. And she grabbed one and put it in her pocket. And she brought it back and she showed Srila Prabhupada. She said, Prabhupada, I found this in a store. It's an Indian-based store. I found this. And she showed it to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada has a basis. It was a doll of Lord Jagannath. Malati didn't have a clue what it was. So I guess I'm just sort of talking to you. And, anyway, when we keep going, I'll speak to you then. So she had actually found in this bin a doll of Lord Jagannath, about this big. And when Prabhupada saw it, he paid his obeisances. And she was like surprised. Why is he down on the ground paying his obeisances to this doll? Srila Prabhupada explained that this was Lord Jagannath. Nobody knew who Jagannath was. Prabhupada then introduced Lord Jagannath. And he said, this is amazing that you found this. He says, are there any other dolls like this there? And she says, yeah, there's more. There's a yellow one and a white one. They both look the same. They all have really big eyes and they're kind of different looking. And he said, how did you get this? And she said, well, Srila Prabhupada, I actually stole it from the store. In America, we have an expression when you steal something. It's called a 5-finger discount. Do you know what a discount is? Discount is when you get it like half price. A 5-finger discount is when you take something and you put it in your pocket. It's called a 5-finger discount. There's some American trivia for you. 5-finger discount means you stole it. So Prabhupada says, go back and get the other 2, and here's some money, this time buy them. So with those dolls, they actually carved the first Jagannath deities in America, using these dolls as a model. Prabhupada said, does anybody here know how to carve? And it just so happened that Shyam Sundar was a carpenter, and he was very good at sculpting. So he got the first service of making Lord Jagannath deities, Jagannath, Balaram, and Subhadra deities in San Francisco. Now because Prabhupada was observing how they were going, he was going to stay in San Francisco to watch and to make sure they came out okay. So Shyam Sundar, knowing this, took his time. Because he thought, the longer I take, the more Prabhupada stays with us here in San Francisco. Prabhupada started to think, okay, this is taking a really long time. So he went over to Shyam Sundar's apartment, knocks on the door. Shyam Sundar's dog's in there. He's barking. Prabhupada comes in, sees the dog, sees Jagannath, sees Baladev, Subhadra, not quite finished yet, but there. And he notices on top of Balaram's head is a pack of cigarettes. Shyam Sundar was still smoking while he was carving the deities. Prabhupada took his cane, he went, whack, knocked the cigarettes off of Balaram's head. And he said, maybe you should try to stop. Shyam Sundar, that was the last pack he bought. He finished the pack. Didn't just throw them out. He finished them, he said. But you can see the devotees in the very beginning, we didn't really have an understanding of what we were doing or why we were doing it. There was just an amazing attachment and attraction to Srila Prabhupada. Because there were no books in the very beginning. It was simply Prabhupada. Prabhupada was the book. Prabhupada was everything. So those very early devotees, they've got very, very attached to Srila Prabhupada. And then the books come out, and then the philosophy, okay, then you understand why you're doing it. But there was something about Srila Prabhupada, and nobody had ever met or seen anybody like him. One of Prabhupada's first disciples, his name was Pradyumna, and he actually did a lot of translating, helping Prabhupada with the translation of the books. Very, very intelligent man. And something happened after Prabhupada left, and he ended up leaving the Association of Devotees. And he got a job working at the United Nations. You've heard of that? The United Nations is where they try to get together and solve world problems, which they don't do, but they try. And somebody about 2 years ago caught up with Pradyumna and said, Pradyumna, you were with Prabhupada so many years in the very beginning. And now you're working at the United Nations. You've seen the Dalai Lama, you've seen Nelson Mandela, you've seen, dignitaries, heads of countries, all there at the United Nations. Have you ever met anybody that compares with Srila Prabhupada? And that's a fair question. Is there anybody like Srila Prabhupada? And Brajuma said, I haven't met anybody even close to Srila Prabhupada. And he knows everybody in the world who's supposed to be glorified. And he said, nobody comes close to Srila Prabhupada. Nobody. So feel very blessed that you are associating with Srila Prabhupada through his devotees, his disciples, and through his books. And luckily, because now we have the internet, which can be used for good, we have availability of everything Prabhupada said in his morning walks and in his lectures. So there's no excuse not to have a relationship with Srila Prabhupada. And really that's something that's very, very special. Very early on, a devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, we're supposed to be remembering Krishna, but I can't do it. I'm too contaminated. But I can remember you, Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, that's good enough. And I actually feel the same way. I mean, I understand how fallen I am and how much, bad habits I have and how much bad karma I'm carrying with me. So to feel some real deep relationship with Krishna is probably never going to happen in this life. But I have an attachment for Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada has encouraged me to have an attachment for the holy name. So I feel quite comfortable in that I'm attached to the holy name. I hope you all become so attached to the holy name that you never ever want to not chant. That is my blessing to all of you. Stay attached to the holy name. You may not know so many shlokas. You may not know Bhagavatam from cover to cover. But if you know how special this Hare Krishna mantra is, you will never have a problem in this life. Because I have seen, like I'm telling you, so many, what we used to say are advanced devotees, scholars, who knew the philosophy backwards, forwards, every which way, could defeat you in any kind of argument, and somehow or other Maya got them. And I always was wondering, how is it possible? If you know Bhagavad Gita from first sloka to the last, you can repeat everything. How is it that Maya can get you? And I found out that almost every devotee who ends up leaving the movement stops chanting. So take that as a real warning. Don't stop chanting. That's what your lifeline is. That's what will keep you connected to Krishna and to Prabhupada and to this movement and to the Vaishnavas. Stay connected. Don't stop chanting. It's so very important. Don't stop chanting. I can't say that enough. I know myself, I stopped chanting for a number of years. And I always kept just thinking, oh, this is it, I'm finished, I've stopped chanting, I can't do this, I'm embarrassed to go back, I can't do it. And I said, the heck with that. I became attached again and I said, this is it, I'll never stop chanting. And now I can chant walking around, I can chant going to the store, I can chant doing anything, because I just like chanting. And Prabhupada said that. He says, you can even chant when you go to the bathroom. It doesn't matter, chant. Chant 24 hours a day. Chant in your sleep. Chant while you're tying your shoes. Chant while you're putting your pants on. Chant while you're putting your sari on. Just chant. Chant, chant, chant. And there was that cartoon that came out. Chant, chant, chant. Can't, can't, can't. So we're offering this to everyone. And it's so easily to do. Everyone can do it. Young people, old people, white people, brown people, yellow people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can all chant. And it's such a wonderful process. It's joyful. And that's what makes it so nice. There's so many religions, they follow a certain path, believe in God, and their practice is austere and not enjoying. And it's almost like, I have to suffer to know God. Well, your suffering is chanting Hare Krishna. If that's suffering, take it. That's a good suffering. That's your suffering. That's your austerity. Chant Hare Krishna. How easy is that? So just keep that in mind, please. Till I see you next time. Hare Krishna. Okay. What? You give me that look. Like, one more? Kirtan, what do you want? Kirtan or talk? Talk. More talk. Okay, talk's good. Okay, this is like rehashing is the word, like going through others. But I have a story. It's one of my favorite stories. And I'll tell you why it's one of my favorite stories. It's because Srila Prabhupada, as we are telling you right now, and as you probably understand and know, is the most amazing person. Just amazing. His humility was off the charts. Nobody was as humble as he was, and nobody actually had the right to not be humble. He could be so proud, and you wouldn't say, okay, he earned it. He's amazing. And just a quick thing I was thinking when I was meditating on standing in front of Prabhupada at the Guru Puja. He, after the Guru Puja was over, he had a drink of water. And it was just reminding me, so we were passing the bottle around having a drink. And I'm always thinking, Westerner, I don't know how to do this thing. I put my mouth against it, used to. And now I pour it and I usually end up missing, because I did. And I watched Prabhupada, he held the glass this high. And perfect stream, just, it was almost like this stream was like, okay, Srila Prabhupada, here we come. It's almost like he was saying to me, okay, water, you and I have been around for a while, go ahead. And I was watching, and it's funny because all of us were doing that. All the devotees were just like, wow, how does he do that? How did he do that? And there's another story. This is just these things. I was saying the other night that every time I try to tell a story, it leads to another story and another story. Because there's so many wonderful pastimes with Srila Prabhupada. Back in the early days, they gave Srila Prabhupada watermelon. And as you know, watermelon has seeds in it. And what do you do with the seed? If you're if I was sitting here eating the watermelon, what would I do? I'm not going to eat that seed. And Prabhupada didn't want to eat the seed either. So there was a basin, what do you call it, a wash where you wash your hands, a sink. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? A basin? Sink. A sink on the wall. And it was probably almost where he is to the wall. And there was a sink. And Prabhupada was eating the watermelon, he goes, like that. And went right in the sink. And everyone was like, whoa, that's so cool. And he did it again. Right in the sink. Again. He did it like 15 times, and every single time the seed went right in the sink. And as soon as Prabhupada left, all the devotees were, How did he do that? Prabhupada did 15 seeds in a row, right in the sink. So we glorify Srila Prabhupada obviously for an amazing spiritual personality, but Prabhupada was actually really cool too. He did some stuff that you just go, wow, that was really cool. How did you do that? Just made me think of that. Okay, so here's a story. We are in Sweden, and this is very early on. I think it might be dying. We're in Sweden, and it's very early on in the movement. And they were going to have a fire sacrifice. And the devotees didn't know what a fire sacrifice was. Because this is in Sweden, Sweden, Europe, nothing to do with America. Everything was happening in America very early on. This is in Sweden. So Prabhupada says, tomorrow we will have fire sacrifice. And the devotees like, okay, what do we do? We have no idea. So they called a friend from London, and he sort of gave him a little brief outline of what to do. So Prabhupada sits down for this fire sacrifice. Fire gets going. Prabhupada looks and he says, there is no flowers. You have to decorate. You have to have flowers. So one devotee runs outside, goes to the neighbor's lawn and says, excuse me, I'm going to thank you. And takes all their flowers.
Thank you.
He asked and said thank you before they even answered. So then they put the flowers around and they're, okay, now it's okay. Then it came time to start offering like a banana into the fire, and there's no bananas. There's no fruit at all. So Prabhupada says, and he's starting to get a little bit angry, even though these devotees, they don't know anything. But Prabhupada's getting a little bit angry. He says, there's no fruit. So a devotee runs into the kitchen, gets out a bunch of fruit, slices it all up real pretty, and brings out a fruit salad. And Prabhupada goes, no, whole fruit, banana, apple, bring. So they run back in the kitchen, bring out the whole fruit, and put it around the fire. This one devotee, well, he's not a devotee, he's a Sunday feast guy. You know, if you have Sunday feast guys, they just come for the Sunday feast. You know, that's what it's all about. They don't really want to be a devotee. They like the prasadam, it's kind of fun. So this guy, he's there and he's watching. And every time he used to come to the Sunday feast, he'd always hear the lecturer say, just chant Hare Krishna. When the material energy, just chant Hare Krishna. So he's watching Prabhupada and he's seeing Prabhupada's getting a little bit upset. So Prabhupada's actually really a lot upset. And then he turns to Prabhupada and says, just chant Hare Krishna.
No, Haribo, listen.
And Prabhupada picked up his bead bag and started to chant. That's how humble Prabhupada is. Here's a Sunday feast guy giving advice to a pure devotee, just chant Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada did. So that's another important point, that we can learn from anyone. It doesn't mean, oh, he's senior, we'll just listen to him, but I won't listen to him because he's a junior. We can all help each other in this path. We can all help each other. Just like my wife and I, we are here, we do bhajans here sometimes. And, you know, they're ecstatic, we like it, we're singing sweet and so all nice. But nothing beats it when there's devotees. When there's a whole group of devotees chanting, the energy, can you feel it? It's just, you can be at home singing in the shower and it's nice. Hare Krishna, it's so nice. But when you're chanting with 40 other devotees and they're all chanting with their hearts, the energy level just rises. You don't think Lord Chaitanya is hearing these kirtans? He's going, wow, these Bhubaneswar devotees are fired up. And I have to say thank you for coming to my home to fire me up. I'd really appreciate it. But you can feel your energy and your enthusiasm. And that's one of the most important things you can have, is your enthusiasm. It's always number one. Rupa Goswami said, number one, enthusiasm. You can just overcome everything if you're enthusiastic. Prabhupada, very early on, had several devotees who were different. They were a little bit, I don't know what the word you would say in Hindi, but they were quirky, they were a little bit weird. But they were enthusiastic. They were enthusiastic to do whatever Prabhupada wanted. And so that, they got so much mercy, they got to do things that people who are probably way more qualified didn't get that opportunity because they were enthusiastic. And Prabhupada knew that they would do anything they could to please him, to try to do this job. So your enthusiasm will please Krishna. It pleases Guru. If you show that no matter what, I'm going to be enthusiastic. Just like in Kirtan. Not everybody feels like jumping up and down all the time. That's just not natural to jump up and down all the time. But if you do it all the time, Krishna notices that. He says, oh, she didn't really want to dance this time, or he didn't really want to dance, but he's doing it anyway for me. I'm going to give him some mercy. And really, we want that mercy, don't we? We really want that mercy. It's available for all of us. So get it. Go for it. It's very...
You came, how did you come during that morning time?
How did I come during that morning time? My first time at the temple?
Yeah.
You heard this story? You've heard it, okay. Okay. You like that story, huh? I haven't told that one for a while. Okay, so I've got some books. That's the other story of how I got books and all that, but we'll tell that some other time. So Amritesh Kaur Prabhu wants to hear how I went to the temple for the first time. So I went to Mangal Artik, not the Sunday feast, because I didn't want to go and be talked to like some new person who just comes and we got to talk you into it, I want the real thing. I want to see what the Hare Krishnas are all about. So I get there about 4:15 in the morning, in the morning, 4:15, and I knock on the temple door. This is in Philadelphia, in America. I knock on the door, and there's no answer. And it's pitch black. It's so dark. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm supposed to not do this. I get back in my car. No, come on. I drove all the way here, 4 o'clock. I'm going to go. I knock again. And this time a guy opens the door. All right. But I look at him and, what are you wearing? He's wearing like a dress. It's like a skirt. I'm thinking, this is kind of strange, you know? I mean, we call it a gumsha or a lungi or whatever you want to call it, but to me it looked like a skirt. Like, what, is this a guy wearing a skirt? Okay, well, I didn't see this, but I'll go in. So he says, here, come in, sit down. I'll be right back. Fine, I'm sitting there. There's like nothing going on. It's so quiet. And he comes back and he hands me a cup with a brown ball in it. I'm looking at the cup. It's like, what the heck is this? It's a brown ball and it's all wet. It's juicy looking. And he says to me, don't touch it. Okay, I won't touch it. You just take the cup and pour the ball in your mouth. Like, that's a big ball. I don't know if I want to put that in my mouth. All right, I'll do it. Whoa! It was a glove jumping. At 4:15 in the morning, I had a glove jumping. I was like, what's in this thing? It's like, he goes, oh, it's soaked in sugar water. I said, whoa, that's really nice. I like it. Anyway, so I calm down. He says, I'll be right back. I just have to go get dressed. You sit here. We'll go inside the temple room and you'll get to see God. Like, what? I'm going to see God? Wow. So about 25 after 4, everyone's running down the steps all dressed nicely in these shirts and dhotis and things and saris, and people are running in the temple room. You want the whole version? And so he says, come in. So I go in. And the temple room is dark. And all these devotees are there and it's dark. All I hear are this buzzing sound. It's like, what the heck is that? I didn't know anything about this japa thing. I didn't know what they were doing. Everyone's just walking around. Like, whoa, this is really weird. But okay, I'm gonna do this. And I'm standing there, and then all of a sudden I hear this sound, and it kind of just stops everything. Okay. It's a conch, yeah, it's a conch. How do I know what a conch is? I don't know what a conch is. Why would you blow a conch at 4:30 in the morning? Then they open the curtains. I'm standing right there. I'm ready, because I had just read the Bhagavad Gita. So I knew that, Krishna, blue, chariot, flute, the whole thing, I got that. I was ready. Because growing up in the West, that's not just, oh yeah, sure, he's blue. It's like, what? He's blue? God's blue? How can he be blue? White, brown, red, but blue? I mean, I always thought it was kind of like, big white beard sitting on a cloud or something. So, all right, he's blue, so I'm ready. The curtain's open. Like, what the heck? There's these 3 with really big eyes. And that's all that's there. And I'm staring at them and they're staring back at me. It's like they're as shocked to see me as I am to see them. And I'm like, this is just incredible. This is God? Okay, why not? I thought, why not? Why not? Why can't he look like that? So that was my first time in the temple. Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra. They were my first deities. So I was very blessed. But I'll tell you the rest of that story. You want me to finish it off? So the kirtan starts, and it just so happens that Vishnu Jan Swami, you've heard? Yes. Vishnu Jan? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I fell in love with Vishnu Jan. He was amazing. He's there with this bus, and all these young brahmacharis are there. So the kirtan from Samsara Dava starts, Samsara Dava, and everyone's jumping up and down and jumping up and down, and I'm like, this is amazing. And I used to play basketball, right? And I can jump pretty good. I used to be able to jump pretty good. So I'm watching all these young guys jumping, I'm thinking, I can jump as high as him. I can easily outjump this guy, so I start jumping. Now in the Philadelphia temple, they had wooden floor slat boards. Right, so the whole floor actually moved. It wasn't like marble, it doesn't move. It was wood and it moved. So everyone's jumping and I'm bouncing. I'm going, oh, okay, well, I'm bouncing already. I might as well jump and bounce. So I start jumping and I'm jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping. And then the kirtan ends and I was like, oh man, why'd we stop? Let's keep going. This is amazing. I was loving it. It was amazing. And I went home and packed my bag and joined. So I get to the temple. After I come in with my suitcase, I come in, they sit me down in a chair. Talking to me, very nicely. Everyone really liked me. I come there, they're talking to me, and I hear this buzzing sound in my head while I'm talking to people. I just moved in. I just came in the door and sat down. And they shaved me up. Like, you ain't changing your mind now, buddy. You're one of us. And I was thinking, I had really nice hair. And I was like, whoa, what happened? Whoa, you didn't tell me about this. Then I go like this, I go, wait a minute, you missed a bit. Oh, you all have that. Oh, okay. And that was it. Next thing you know, I was out doing books. 2 days later, the next day, the guy goes, you want to do Sankirtan? I said, sure, what is it? I'll do it. And they put me in a van, gave me a book bag, opened the door, out I went. That was it. That was my bhakta training. Here's your books. See you at 5 o'clock. Okay. That was how we did it back then. But to tell you the truth, it was the best thing because we all felt really, like I said, attached to Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada always says, if you want to please me, distribute my books. So we all just wanted to distribute books. And it was such a wonderful time. Best time I ever had as a devotee back then. It was so amazing. And that spirit, that mood is still within our movement if you want it to be. It's still there. Just like when you guys are dancing together and the Maharajas are dancing together, there's like a camaraderie. You know that word, camaraderie? You guys feel each other's energy. You're all attached to being part of this movement. You're attached to being the ones that are going to help spread this movement. Give Krishna to everyone. Like tonight. So many people, like that one time where we stopped and all the people were in the street. They had no intention of joining in and chanting Hare Krishna when they left their home to go out and do whatever they were going to do. But somehow or other, because we were there and we were chanting so enthusiastically, they became attached to joining us. And at that moment that they were there, they didn't care about what else they were supposed to do. They didn't care about anything else but being with us and chanting. And we felt the same. We don't care. We'd rather be nowhere else in the world but right there chanting at that moment. So keep that mood. Always keep that mood. And then appreciate what Srila Prabhupada has done for all of us. Because without Srila Prabhupada, we're not here. I'm definitely not here. And probably most of you aren't here either. So that is the unbelievable mercy of the pure devotee, that he did everything for us. And in some small way, we have to try to pay that back. We'll never be able to do it, but we have to try. And that's what we're basing our life on, that attempt to try to please Srila Prabhupada, try to please the Guru Parampara, try to please Lord Chaitanya. Okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada. Okay? Not again, really?
No, not now.
Okay, that's enough? Okay, thank you. One of the problems with Prabhupada's disciples is when you start us talking about Prabhupada, we just want to keep talking about him. It's a natural thing because there's so many wonderful pastimes of Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, and I've heard so many of them, and they're all just such nectar, and everyone just helps you appreciate just how amazing Prabhupada is, and how amazing his disciples are, and his disciples' disciples. You know, this is an elite group, small percentage of people in the world that are actually willing to sacrifice their sense gratification for a higher goal. And that's what it is. We're giving up, but we're getting way more than we're giving up. So,
I don't understand why. I don't understand if you are not getting attracted to Krishna, who is being glorified in all over the scriptures. But how can somebody get attracted to a pure devotee of Krishna? Isn't it unnatural?
I wouldn't say unnatural because for most people, we're like hands-on. I need to see it. I need to feel it, you know, in the real sense. And Prabhupada was here, and we know that. We can see videos of him. If we could see videos of Krishna, we'd probably feel the same way. But you know what I mean? Because Prabhupada was real. There's no question. And the first time I saw Srila Prabhupada, I realized that this is what a spiritual person looks like. He looked like he just came from the spiritual world. Yeah, he really did. He had like that aura around him. And this is so many stories. But you know, the first time I saw Prabhupada, and I'm 186 centimeters or something like that, 188, something like that. Prabhupada was probably, I don't know what he was, but he was really short. Like he was really little. Yeah, I mean, it was the first thing I thought. I was like, wow, he's really little. Because somehow or other, I mean, I grew up in a sports culture. So sports people are always like, you know, basketball players are big, football, everyone's big and strong, and that's where they're getting their power from. And Prabhupada was tiny. And he's the most powerful person in the whole world. So that was kind of like, whoa, okay. It was kind of a real blow to my belief system, you know, because I always believed that big people were better than little people. But Prabhupada was little. He was very little. And he was, you know, the most powerful person on the planet. So that was a real shock. Yeah. Anything else? Does anybody else want to ask something? Maybe we can do it like that. You guys, it's getting late. You guys got to go back home, right? Yeah.
So, Prabhuji, would you like to join on Saturday sometime in Bhubaneswar?
Yes.
So
Sure.
next week, how about it?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
He's asking us to come to Bhubaneswar next Saturday.
next to next.
Next to next. Not this Saturday, the Saturday after. Okay. No problem. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We can do a Harinam or something?
Saturday is Harinam and Sunday class.
Nice. Okay. Next. Next. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you.
Like Prabhuji tells, we cannot repay Srila Prabhupada, how he has blessed us, how he is blessing us. The same way, we also cannot repay how Jivanatha Prabhu is blessing us. Only way, the way is if whatever he told as a blessing, as an instruction, if we can follow it, then he will be pleased, Srila Prabhupada will be pleased. Let's take it as a commitment to never leave this holy name, never leave this movement. And that will be the real offering to
Yeah.
Jivanatha.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
And slowly you can move in.
Yeah. You never know. Yeah, like I told you earlier, we were actually planning on moving to Bhubaneswar, so but, Krishna wanted us in Puri for at least 6 months, and then we'll see what happens. But we're getting a lot of service here in Puri as well, so. Okay. Thank you.
So if
Okay.
they want a group photo, you can sit here and they'll click the photo.
Okay.
You can sit just here.
Oh, thank you.
Just be there. Camera can rotate. Wherever you are, just be there. Only Prabhuji will sit there.
Okay.
Okay. He's saying the light is more from this side. Those who are sitting that side, they have to come this side of the pillar. They
Over
can't
this
come.
way?
You sit there.
Okay. Just
Back
taking
side,
in the
one row
picture.
can lie straight, stand up. One row can stand up in the back. One row can stand up in the back.
Hare Krishna. Come on.
Prabhuji.
Come over this side. Come over this side. Kanta Vishnupriya. Kanta, come up here.
No, it's all right. So you can be with Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can sit here,
Yeah.
like this.
Like that's
A
good.
chair,
Okay.
you want a
Yeah.
chair?
That's
No,
good.
no, it's
That's
okay.
good.
Whatever. Please.
Yeah, it's okay.
Some can sit so that everybody can come.
Yeah.
Are all there?
Jai. Jai.
Hare Bol.
Hare
Cake.
Krishna,
You should distribute cake.
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram.
It's up to him.
Ram.
Down.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Okay.
So everybody please pack this up and sweep the floor one.
One more.
Cake also which can be
Huh?
distributed. You all can distribute. Prabhuji can go. Okay.
What?
So those who are driving, Hare Krishna, those who are driving, the person who will sit beside, they both have to sing back and forth to reach on time. So, Prabhuji, he clicked, he actually, she drew it. She drew it. Who is Subhasri?
She drew it just now for you.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow.
Makes me look better than I am. That's why I like it. Thank you.
This,
Miss Neat.
is this
No
you?
pencil. Can I sign it?
Can you sign
There. Who did that?
Okay, please leave Prabhuji now. It's already 9. Ready?
Cake.
They all can distribute. You all distribute.
Distribute. Prabhu can distribute for all of us.
Will be not tired today.
You can distribute.
I don't care. It's up to him.
Yes. Cake.
Okay.